Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Our Lady of Mercy for today's lacrosse contest between the visiting Red Raiders of Palmyra-Matson High School and your Mercy Monarchs. Before today's game, we'd like to take the time to honor them from both teams. We'll start by recognizing the seniors from Pal-Mac. When your name is called, please come and receive a token of our appreciation for your hard work and your dedication to the sport of lacrosse. First, we have number 7, Grace Basil. And Grace will attend Finger Lakes Community College this fall. Number 9, Isabel Galena. Isabel will be attending Nazareth College next school year. Number 11, Katie Creek. And Katie plans to attend RIT this fall. Number 12, Aaliyah Gaborowski. Aaliyah is committed to the University of Indianapolis, where she will play lacrosse for the Greyhounds this fall. Number 14, Grace Seeber. And Grace will attend Nazareth College this fall, where she plans to play lacrosse for the Golden Flyers. Number 17, Haley LaRocca. Haley plans to attend MCC this fall, where she will play soccer for the Caribbean. Number 21, Sophie Lyko. Sophie will attend St. Geneseo next school year, where she will play lacrosse for the Knights. And number 27, Cassidy Herendeen. And Cassidy will attend SUNY Potsdam this fall. Please join us in congratulating the seniors from Pal-Mac. On behalf of the Mercy Lacrosse program, we wish you the best of luck next year. Next, we'd like to recognize the seniors from Our Lady of Mercy. Number 11, midfielder, Caroline Murphy. Caroline has earned 6 varsity letters with the lacrosse team and was voted team co-captain her senior year. She is joined today by her parents, Mark and Margaret, her brother Jack, and her grandmother. Caroline will attend the University of Richmond in the fall, where she will study business while playing lacrosse for the Spiders. Next we have number 13, Sandy Carey. Sandy has earned 6 varsity letters playing attack for the Monarchs. She was also voted team co-captain her senior year. Joining her today are her parents, Bob and Anita, and her brothers, Jacob and Gavin. Sandy will attend Villanova University in the fall, where she will study business and play lacrosse for the Wildcats. Sandy would like to thank her parents, family, teammates, and coaches for constantly supporting her over the last 7 years. Next is number 14, Mary Tamagawa. Mary is accompanied by her parents, Diego and Beth. Mary has earned 4 varsity letters playing attack for the Monarchs. She will be attending Boston College in the fall, where she plans to major in biochemistry with a pre-med track. Today, Mary would like to thank her dad for coming to and speaking at every game and for being her biggest cheerleader.
Let's go, Mercy!
Next is number 15, defender Megan Lana. Megan has earned 3 letters with the Varsity Lacrosse team. She is accompanied by her parents, Sarah and Rick, her sisters, Ellie and Juliet, and her grandfather, Gary. Next year, Megan will attend Florida State University, where she will study kinesiology with a pre-med track. Megan would like to thank her family and friends for constantly supporting her and helping her reach her goals. Next is number 16, Lily Ainsley Kapura. Lily has earned 2 varsity letters playing defense for Mercy Lacrosse. She's joined today by her parents, Anessa and Mike, as well as 2 of her brothers, Cole and Lane. Lily will attend Salve Regina this fall, where she plans to major in biology with a pre-dental track. Lily would like to thank her mom and dad, her brothers, and her coaches for supporting her during the career at Mercy. Next up is defender number 25, Megan Gleason. Megan is a 2-time letter winner with the lacrosse program. Joining her today are her parents, Rick and Katie, and her brother Jake. This fall, Megan will attend Varsity University, where she will major in public relations. Megan would like to thank her parents, brothers, coaches, and teammates for all they've done for her.
You haven't trained well, though. You haven't trained well.
Johnson. For the Monarchs. He is also a 3-time co-captain for the lacrosse team. She is joined today by her parents, Eric and Katie. This fall, she will attend Flagler College, which is plans to study business administration while playing lacrosse for the Saints. KJ would like to thank her coaches and teammates for pushing her to be a leader and grow to love the sport of lacrosse. And most of all, her parents for continuously supporting her throughout her years and always helping her to get the blood out of her jersey. Last and certainly not least is goalkeeper number 29, Chloe Marshall. Chloe is a 2-time varsity letter winner with the lacrosse team. Joining Chloe today is her mother, Colleen. This fall, she will attend Mercyhurst College, where she plans to major in sports medicine while playing hockey for the Lakers. Chloe would like to thank her mother for all her support she has given her. And seniors, on behalf of your teammates, coaches, families, and the school administration, we would like to congratulate you on all you have accomplished during your time at Mercy. Thank you for all your contributions to the school and to the lacrosse program. We will miss you tremendously, and we wish you the best of luck in all your future endeavors. Please give a round of applause for your 2021 Senior Monarch.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
But they just held the ball anyway for the last 30 seconds. Because they modified, they don't push it in because there's no block. They didn't go over, they just kept here. They don't have to keep it in box. No, not retirement's like a job because they never have to get it in the box. That was a rule change this year. JV. Big boy Lacrosse. Infield, JV, against Western Commerce. They were better than
Good afternoon again, everyone, and welcome to Our Lady Mercy High School and Abby Wambach Field. Today's game features the Red Raiders of Palmyra Macedon High School and your Monarchs of Mercy High School. Our Lady of Mercy recognized the importance of maintaining a positive atmosphere at all athletic activities. As always, fans are expected to act in a sportsmanlike manner. Negative comments towards players, coaches, officials, and other fans will not be tolerated. Also, in accordance with the New York State regulations, we ask that spectators wear masks at all times during and after today's game. Please be mindful of social distancing requirements as well. And we thank you for cooperation in providing a positive atmosphere at Mercy sporting events, and we hope you enjoy the game. We'd like to introduce the starting lineup. First, for our visitors from Palmyra Macedon. Number 5, sophomore, Molly Peter. Number 7, senior, Grace Basil. Number 8, junior, Kylie Wade. Number 9, senior, Isabel Galina. Number 10, senior, Maya Hudak. Number 12, senior, Aliyah Jaborowski. Number 13, sophomore, Claire Basil. Number 14, senior, Grace Shooter. Number 17, senior, Haley LaRocca. Number 19, freshman, Reagan Steele. Number 21, senior, Sophie Lyko. And number 27, senior, Cassidy Herendeen. And the rest of the Red Raiders. Tailback is coached by E.J. Burst, assisted by Chris Menke, Dan Harris, and John Gaborowski. And now we're moving to the starting lineup for Mercy. Number 5, freshman, Ella Sortino. Number 9, sophomore, Maddie Fitzgerald. Number 10, sophomore, Ava LaRocca. Number 11, senior, Caroline Murphy. Number 13, senior, Sandy Perry. Number 14, senior, Mary Canadago. Number 15, senior, Megan Lana. Number 16, senior, Lily Ainsley Papora. Number 17, sophomore, Olivia Muschetti. Number 25, senior, Megan Gleason. Number 26, senior, Kristen Johnson. And in goal, number 29, senior, Chloe Marshall. And Mercy is coached by Anthony Yandak, assisted by Peter Bourne and Katie LeDuc. And at this time, we'd like to ask everyone to stand for the singing of the national anthem. And when we get to mark to Lily, we'll have senior Lily Ainsley Papora sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose but bright and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly seen. And the rockets were but on sparkling near, they proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, take the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That is senior Lily Ainsley Papura with our national anthem as we welcome you to Abby Wambach Field here on the campus of Mercy. My name is Gene Battaglia. Joel Balthaser joining us today as we are proud to bring this to you on the Varsity Media Sports Network Senior Day here at Mercy. Also the seniors being mentioned by the PA announcer for Pal Mac as well. And Joel, I don't care what sport, what level, it is always exciting when you have a senior day, and this is going to be the one last time we can honor some of these fine young athletes.
Yeah, senior day is always a special day, but even more to this game is it's two really good girls lacrosse teams. So that gives a little extra motivation too, but you're right. It's always a special day when you get to honor those seniors for all their commitment to the program and look for them to come fired up today, ready to play.
Yeah, Mercy is going to start all 8 seniors today, including Chloe Marshall in goal. So they had the starting lineups here right as we were coming on. 7-2 are the Monarchs this year, including a win in the last game, which we brought to you on the Varsity Media Sports Network, as we take a look at the starting lineups here today. And as we mentioned, 8 seniors, the 3 that are not seniors. Number 5, Ella Shortino, a midi. Maddie Fitzgerald, also a midi. She is a sophomore. And Olivia Lucetti, the attacker, 9 goals on the season. She wears number 17. The seniors today for Mercy, Ava LaRocco, Caroline Murphy, Sammy Carey, Mary Khan Hidalgo, Megan Lana, Megan Gleason, and Kristen Johnson. Johnson with 30 goals on the season, so a very balanced attack, a very veteran team, 8 seniors for this Mercy team today. And talking with head coach Anthony Ondak earlier in the week, he says, well, he's going to play it by ear. Just as far as how far these seniors are all going to play together. If it's working, he's not going to make any changes here.
Yeah, it's always a great move to get these seniors in and get them a start here. And then, I like his approach. Just let's see how the game goes and make adjustments accordingly.
Yeah, so there's our starting lineup today. And for the visitors, the Red Raiders from Pal Mac, at the midi position, Molly Seether, Grace Basil, Kylie Wage, Isabella Galina, Maya Hudak, Alea Javorowski, Claire Basil, Grace Seether, Haley LaRocca, Reagan Deal, and Sophie Lyko on the attack. As we're getting ready here for the draw in 25-minute half. Glad you're with us here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. As the ground ball will be controlled by Pal Mac. Pal Mac in the red uniforms, and they will be going from right to left on your monitor. As that'll be number 5, Molly Seether with it. We get a whistle. And this will remain Pal Mac ball. Here on the surface today, and the only wish we have, Joel, is that the thunderstorms, we have a slight chance late in the afternoon, but we should be able to get the game in here for everybody. Wage number 8, she's one of the players that certainly this Mercy defense has to contend with. And again, in goal, that is number 29, Chloe Marshall, as this will go over to Mercy. Marshall is a player that will be headed to Mercyhurst to play Division I hockey coming up in the CHA. And really, hockey was her first love, her first choice, and figured, it's springtime, why not have a little bit of fun? So for the last 2 seasons, she's been a part here of this Mercy girls lacrosse team. As the clearing attempt is going to be successful, as that's going to be Maddie Fitzgerald in transition. Pushing it ahead. The quick shot that will go wide. Cassidy Herendine is the goaltender for Pal Mac. In addition to playing goal, she's also into music and theater. Here comes the free shot. Can Mercy take advantage? Defense collapsing in, and the shot and the goal. And that will be number 26, Kristen Johnson, with her 31st of the season.
It's a good start if you're Mercy here on senior night. Come out firing, score a quick goal just a minute and a half into the game. So good start for Mercy.
1-0 as we take another look. So Johnson with the goal. Johnson, one of those 8 seniors, she's going to be headed to Flagler College in addition to playing lacrosse. She'll be majoring in business administration. And Johnson going right back here to take the draw. Javorowski taking the draw here for Pal Mac. The Raiders at 8-2 on the season, the Red Raiders are, and they come in winners of their last 3. Their only losses on the season opening day to Irondequoit and to Schrader. And a quick transitional goal again for Mercy. Sammy Carey. And that's the way to get going if you're Mercy, your top 2 scorers right off the bat. First it was Johnson, now Sammy Carey, her 27th of the season.
Yeah, it was a great job by Caroline Murphy to get that ground ball, and just a great pass in front for the easy finish there for
For
Mercy.
Sammy Carey. Sammy Carey headed to Villanova after this year, and somebody who's been such a big part of this program. 6 years, Sammy Carey here with the Monarchs. And we count last year, folks. That's not any of these girls' fault that we did not have a season, of course. Kristen Johnson winning the draw again. So Mercy off to the quick 2-0 lead, and they've got the possession once again as the quick shot will go wide. Closest to the end line were the Monarchs. Talking with head coach E.J. Burse of Palmac just before the game, and I told him, hey, outside of the normal stuff, meaning ground balls and scoring goals, give me one team you have to do today. One thing you have to do against this Mercy team to come away victorious. And he's like, well, I'm being serious. This game is going to come down to possessions. We really need to put a focus on the possessions here. Well, so far it's been Mercy controlling here the possession to the right of our field.
Doing a great job of the face-off and being able to kind of dictate the action so far as they put another one in.
Sammy Carey giving the feed to Caroline Murphy. And Caroline Murphy, another 6-year letterman for this team, and Caroline Murphy with her 21st of the season, and quickly, we're not even 3 minutes into this game, we've got a 3-0 lead.
This is the one thing we've seen it already, Gene, with this team, with this Mercy Monarchs team, is they just get contributions from so many different players, and we've seen it now, 3 goals, 3 different players, so you just see that every game. One girl might have a hot hand, but they're going to get contributions from different players all across the field each game.
Yeah, Coach Yondak, talking with him following the win over HFL, was just very complimentary because, sure, the goal scores are fun, but it's the ground balls, and he went out of his way to compliment Maddie Fitzgerald, and certainly just goal scorer right now, Murphy on that, Caroline Murphy, who is headed to Richmond after the year. Murphy is just a fine overall player. It'll be Palmac. Let's see if the Red Raiders can get something going here as they are shooting at the cage to our left. And the feed will go to the corner, and that's going to be an errant pass. This is going to result in a Mercy possession. On defense there, that's Sophie Lyko, number 21. And a clearing attempt here coming up for the Monarchs. Good ride there with the defense. That's Haley LaRocca, number 17. Giving it back to the keeper. Chloe Marshall sends it up along the near side. This is going to be Maddie Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's going to get over the midfield stripe. She gets it up to Murphy. Murphy, the outlet pass. Some good passing here, and that's just going to go wide and closest to the end line. What's the ruling going to be? It still is going to be Mercy ball. Some good hustle there by Sammy Carey, number 13.
One observation I've seen with this Mercy team as well, having been able to film them a few different times, is their clearing game is really well. We saw it there. Just a few passes, easy clear, and then got a quick shot attempt off of it.
Yeah, Carey actually takes it away, and her shot goes wide. So it was Palmac, but the ride already setting up here for Mercy.
So it looks like that one went in.
It did.
We'll have to queue up the replay here to see.
So they'll give it to Carey, her 28th.
Another one for Carey. And we'll just have to say our vantage point is a little far away, so sometimes seeing the numbers is a little tricky.
Oh, yeah. So you could see there, it kind of went off the iron and then went to the back there, and Herendeen was kind of off balance, was not able to come up with that.
Yeah, you saw the Mercy player kind of getting ready for that shot to go wide and run towards the end line, but didn't need to. That one went in the back of the net.
Mercy at 7-2 on the season. How they got here, an opening win over Thomas, and they've played some really tough competition here. Class B is absolutely loaded, and come sectional time, it's everybody's going to make it, which is great. Everybody's got an equal shot. Schrader wins over Thomas, Schrader, Penfield, Irondequoit, and then came the bump in the road, losses to Canandaigua and Brighton. Those are two teams that Mercy may see later on here come sectional time. And they've won 3 in a row. Hilton 14-10. 16-3 over Waterloo, and then a win over HFL by a 13-12 score. So a team that certainly shook off the back-to-back losses, but like when you say, like, who are the best teams in Class B? Well, you have Mercy, you have Canandaigua, you have Victor. There's going to be a lot of competition here come sectional time.
Yeah, the usual suspects. It's definitely a loaded division. You say the same thing about the boys in Class A, or Class B, excuse me. It's very, very congested there with a number of really good teams. And going back, that was our last broadcast, was on Thursday against HFL, and that was one of the best games of the year. It was close. It was a game of runs, back and forth. Mercy was able to come back strong at the end and come away with a 2-goal victory, and they're playing really well right now.
Yeah, talking with Coach Yondak following the game Thursday night, I said, what did it come down to? It was just the possessions, just the veteran team. As Pal Mac will have their first free shot of the afternoon. That's going to be Marshall in goal here for the Monarchs. Whistle blowing. And the good defense, we've got a ground ball in front, ground ball being picked up by Wage. So Kylie Wage, their leading scorer, keeping the possession alive. As Grace Seether had it, and the whistle, and this will still remain Palmac ball.
Like the stick got a little too high there from Carolyn Murphy, so the restart. And I think if you're Palmac right now, you just want to keep possession. Well, I'm not going to tell them what to do because they just scored.
Molly Seether getting a great feed in front, and that'll be her 17th of the season for the sophomore, and the Red Raiders are on the board. It's 4-1.
Yeah, it's a good response there after 4 straight goals to start this game by Mercy. Palmac just needed to kind of settle down and get that in, and we expect a really good game today. So they're on the board now. That's what they needed to do.
I want to thank all the players and coaches and parents for giving us the player bios as we get to know everybody. And Molly Seether, her favorite drink, cranberry juice.
You don't hear that often, do you?
You know, you got to like yourself some cranberry juice. It gets me also kind of thinking about vacation in Cape Cod when you hear that. So, Molly, I'm with you on that. That's a delicious, underrated drink. We've got the draw here. Now, Palmac, they're getting a little run going. Javorowski coming up with that. So, credit her with the victory as Molly Seether with it, the goal scorer just now. And, you know, Lacrosse, it's a game of runs here. So, Palmac down by 3 getting the ball back. That's Megan Gleason, one of the senior defenders, number 25. She's headed to Marist following the season. She's going to major in public relations. As that pass will go down low, it'll go out of bounds. Closest to the end line was number 12, Aaliyah Javorowski. No, they're actually going to rule it over to Mercy. I beg your pardon. That was not a shot. They're going to say errant pass, and therefore a clearing attempt coming up here for the Monarchs.
Yeah, Gene, you mentioned it earlier. You know, just a big thanks to both teams for providing information on each player. This whole season, it's been so well organized, especially with dealing with Mercy directly. And Tim Fitzgerald has done a fantastic job of just making everything so easy for us. And thank you to both teams for helping us put this broadcast on today.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes in youth sports and in certainly high school sports, in my opinion, counts youth. Parents get a bad rap. They've been fantastic this week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just thank you so much for having us out here today and providing this information. So, you know what, we sound like experts, like we've been watching these ladies here for 6 years.
Yeah, they make our job a lot easier, don't they?
As Mercy is going to be careful getting it over, and now here will be Fitzgerald. Maddie Fitzgerald throwing it to the left side, so the successful clear for the Monarchs. Fitzgerald getting it back, we get a whistle.
Looks like Fitzgerald's going to get the free position shot here. A good chance for the Monarchs.
So number 9 with 9 goals on the season, Fitzgerald, can she make it 10? Waiting that whistle, and defensively, Javorowski is going to come crashing quick. The shot, no, it's going to be a feed down low. Beautiful play, well-designed play as the defense was thinking shot and dishing it off to Kristen Johnson off the free shot. For Johnson, that's her second of the afternoon. It's 5-1.
Just a well-scripted play there, and we'll take a look at the replay again as Fitzgerald with the quick start and just a nice feed in front. Easy finish there for number 26, Kristen Johnson. Leading scorer on this team, I do believe.
Absolutely. Kristen Johnson, second of the afternoon, and now make it 32 on the season.
I know her and Sammy Carey have been pretty close all year in terms of goals.
Kristen Johnson also plays the piano. It's one of those things, Joel, if we had the time, I'm sure we would both take our lessons.
You know, and these are just the great pieces of information that you just never would know unless you got a chance to talk to each individual person. So thank you again for both teams for these nuggets. We love showcasing these athletes and, letting people get to know them a little bit better.
Yeah, another athlete I want to spotlight, 14, Mary Con Hidalgo, right on the near side. She's going to be playing her last lacrosse games. She could certainly play in college, but she's going to college for different reasons. She's going to Boston College for pre-med. So
Wow.
it's, these are the types of student athletes we're talking about here today.
That's pretty impressive.
As it'll be a clearing attempt here coming up for Palmyra Macedon. Again, they're in Class D, so this is a really good test for Palmac here today. And again, Palmac with some nice wins, including one over Aquinas earlier in the season by a 10-9 score. They're going to get the clear. So on the near side, their goal scorer Molly Seether will send it ahead. Getting over to Sophie Lyko. Seether, and behind the cage will be Aaliyah Jaworowski. Feed in front, going off the stick of Lyko, and the ground ball picked up on the far side. Kind of hard to see from my vantage point who got that ground ball, but it's going to go right back here as Isabel Galina with it for Palmac, getting that ground ball. So Palmac down by 4. And 2 25-minute halves here. Game originally scheduled for 11 a.m., but they moved the JV game ahead, and today being senior day, putting this on the spotlight here at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, putting that center stage. And glad you asked last night, Gene, or else you would have shown up a little bit early for this game. Gene would have been here broadcasting the JV game as well. So.
Yeah, absolutely. But whoever runs the Section 5 GLACs, they do a fantastic job, too, and they did already have the time and date updated.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that Sports 5, the GLACs and the BLACs sites are just phenomenal with stats and results and just really well run.
Empty set here for Palmac as they will work it around. One of the defenders there, Megan Gleason, number 25 on your screen. Also out defensively, Lily Ainsley Papura. With on the far side, that's 21, Sophie Lyko. So Palmac not seeing any lanes. Moving ahead there, that was Kylie Wage, 8, and now Wage is going to have the free shot.
Looks like a shooting space violation there.
Yeah, so Wage, their leading scorer. Whistle blows, Wage. The bounce shot's going to go wide, and this will remain Palmac ball. So some good Mercy defense here, no doubt, as Wage for Palmac will send it far side Maya Hudak.
Yeah, Mercy dropping into that zone defense, doing a good job forcing Palmac to take some shots from a little farther out than they had hoped to.
Chloe Marshall coming up with the save. So the question was, how much would the seniors see here today? The clearing attempt, though, as Lydia Movalzo had it stripped away.
It's great to see these seniors still out here.
Yeah, coming in today, Marshall had seen limited action, just making 3 of 4 saves. Feed in front. Nope, that's going to result in a ground ball, but nobody around for Mercy. As picking it up, retreating it, and they'll reset. That's 14, Grace Seether. Grace Seether also a basketball player for Palmac. Well, this possession about 2 minutes in the making here. And a ground ball. Fighting for it, that's 13, Sammy Carey. And the ground ball picked up by Mercy. Mary Con Hidalgo, a 4-year player here, as she will send it ahead, finding Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald splitting the defense, shoots, and sends it just wide. No, it went in. I beg your pardon.
That is hard to see.
It is hard to see here from this vantage point, so my apologies to the Fitzgerald family, because that was just a great play running by the defense, and now it's 6-1.
Yeah, that was a great feed from just inside the circle there to find Fitzgerald on the run, and just a nice little quick cut right there. and just turns on the jets. Nice little bounce shot past the goalie. That's very well done by Maddie Fitzgerald.
So we've got a stoppage here, and I believe this would be the mass break.
Yeah, it's about the time for the first mass break, yep.
So our mass break, and for Mercy here, a team that is 7-2 on the season, starting off with 4 straight wins, 2 losses, 3 wins, as we take a look here at some of the highlights from this team. And we had the pleasure of doing the game against HFL, as that was Kristen Johnson. And really what was a back-and-forth game, Joel, one of the best we've seen so far this season.
Yeah, it was really entertaining. It just it was one of those games that a team would take a 2-goal lead, and the other team would make a run and bounce ahead by a couple goals, and you just really didn't know who was going to come on top. And Mercy just sustained it a little bit longer and had a nice little run in the second half.
Con Hidalgo with the goal there. And then it would be, again, Kristen Johnson with another goal. It's a good all-around effort. 13-12 was the final score in this one. This is from earlier in the season.
Yeah, I had to throw that one in there. That was a nice little behind-the-back goal by Caroline Murphy that just thought was worthy of everybody seeing another look. That was nice.
Yeah, so the Mercy Monarchs, again, Coach Yondak. And he's an interesting guy, Joel, because he is also the athletic director here, but somebody who started out as a college football coach. Worked under Coach Vosberg at St. John Fisher, and I had met him back in 2008 when he was on Coach Vos's staff, and you lose track with people over the years, so it's just great to see that Anthony Yondak staying in Rochester and helping to build the athletic programs here at Mercy.
Yeah, doing a great job, and specifically this girls lacrosse program, and, you know, an athletic director who's also a coach nowadays. Normally you'd say, wow, that person's really busy, but in a COVID year, these poor athletic directors are the hardest working people in Section 5. And then on top of that, to be a head varsity coach, that you got to give him a lot of credit for the time he puts in outside of his regular duties even.
Yeah, the stat leaders in Kristen Johnson, gosh, her name will be on the wall here for years. She's the all-time leader in scoring at Mercy. 7-2 on the season are the Monarchs. So the mass stoppage midway through 12-13.
A nice crowd here today. You got a chance to take a peek over to the other end. It's a nice old crowd here today, enjoying some nice weather.
They've got the food truck out here.
Food truck, yeah.
It's like, this is a nice little setup here.
Nice little treat later on. We're going to have a chance to, after the game, to talk to some of the seniors. They're going to take some time and come over for the broadcast and share some thoughts on the game and playing. And
yeah, so if you're a Mercy parent, Mercy supporter, don't log off. Watch right till the end here. See. And we'll make it quick and painless for these student athletes too, right? Some of them, I'm sure, will be excited to come over and talk. So.
You know, the students, they always say, "Oh, you know, I'm nervous. I'm not going to do a great job." They come over and they sound like professionals every time. It never fails.
So
they sound like they've been doing it their whole lives.
As off of the break, it'll be Mercy, and we're getting some different names and numbers out there. Is Christar Harnischweger will be out there, and there's another goal.
Looked like Kristen Johnson again. We'll have to take a look at the replay, but just nice ball movement there. As here is that replay. Yeah, Kristen Johnson again, just kind of streaking up in front of the goalie. Nice feed, nice finish.
So they could give Caroline Murphy an assist on that.
Yeah, she is a great distributor. She does a whole lot of things really well. You know, we made note in the last broadcast of all the different angles she seems to score at in the air and twisting this way, but she is a great distributor of the ball and leading the team in assists, I do believe. Just kind of does a great job organizing everything for this team.
And another draw control here by Kristen Johnson. And she'll push it ahead. Down to 11 and a half minutes remaining here in the first. Johnson camping out. Con Hidalgo behind the cage. Sammy Carey with it right now. Carey sending it out ahead. The shot and another goal. And this one will go to Caroline Murphy. Murphy's second of the afternoon. And Mercy racing out to a lead. Now it's 8-1.
Yeah, Mercy's just playing really well. We'll get another glance at this finish, but just patient in the back. And a quick cut. Sammy Carey with a nice feed in front to a cutting Murphy. And there it is, that sideways shot, that sidewinder shot, kind of throws the goalie off a little bit and pushes this up to an 8-1 lead.
So Caroline Murphy, she's going to be a Spider coming up in the fall as she's headed to Richmond, play some A10 lacrosse.
I think we probably had a timeout there by Pelmac as both teams headed to the sideline. Again, we apologize. Our view is a little skewed. We're behind the fence, a little far away, but we are relying on the monitors. And I would assume that's what happened, was a quick timeout. So we can actually take a look at Pelmac as well, Gene, if you'd like.
Absolutely. So for everybody viewing today from Palmyra, Macedon, Kylie Wage, 30 goals on the season. There's some talent on this team, and if today doesn't go their way, well, this is just a good primer here for what lies ahead here in Class D. And you see there, 17 champs, 18 champs, 19 the champs. We didn't have a season in 2020. So E.J. Burst putting together another good program, another good team here out on the field. And credit these young ladies here for doing what they do. And they're going to be certainly a force to be reckoned with once again in Class D.
And a good test, too, for Mercy. They've now, in back-to-back games, had the reigning sectional champion in Class C and HFL, and now Class D in Pelmac. And they're facing some really good teams. And this Pelmac Red Raiders team is just, the numbers speak for itself. 3 straight sectional titles, and 5 U.S. Slacks All-Americans. Played some really good teams this year, 8-2 record, 4-0 undefeated in the league. So just a really solid team, and you expect to see them right there in the championship game in Class D this year.
Following today, they will be going to Geneva on Monday. Next game for Mercy will also be on Monday, as they'll be back here at Abby Wambach Field taking on Rush Henrietta.
We will be covering that game as well, so everybody tune in for the live stream. And speaking of which, in terms of our setup here, we want to thank Admar, who provided the lift for us to actually be able to provide these images for everybody. So thank you to Admar for helping out the program.
That is one of the cool things. It's like, you ever operate a scissors lift? It's just cool to kind of like power and go up.
I don't think that would end well, but it does seem like it would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And thankfully, it is not windy at all here. I guess some people would like some wind, but I'm just saying from a standpoint, our guy is up high shooting this today.
Yeah, the first game of the season I did personally myself. I was out filming, and it was about 35 degrees and windy, and it was a little interesting being up on the lift. But ever since then, the weather's turned. We've had amazing weather. It's just so nice to be out here, and especially with more spectators being able to come. It's great hearing crowds again at these games.
Yeah, good crowd here today as the draw control coming up. And again, this will be Kristen Johnson, number 26, going against Alea Jaworowski. Johnson again controlling.
Give a shout out today to our camera operators, Chris Van Kampen, who's running this shot right here, the main camera, and Gary LaPicha, who is operating the camera on the field. Both do a fantastic job for us.
Has the shot and a goal. So Mercy really executing very well today, making it now 9-1.
Yeah, they are playing really well, and we're just seeing it from all over the field. Different players stepping in, contributing. We got
Krista Harnischfeger,
yeah,
the 8th grader, getting her 2nd of the year.
See that more and more in girls lacrosse too. 8th graders, 9th graders starting, not only just starting, but making key contributions. You mentioned some of the seniors had 6 years in the program, and that's incredible.
Another draw control, but this one's going to go over to Pal Mac. So let's see if the Red Raiders can get something going. We're past the midway point here in the first half. On the far side, Jaworowski. To the corner, now behind the cage. Remaining in goal is Chloe Marshall, and there will be a shot and a goal. Second time this afternoon that we have a goal for the Red Raiders.
And that was just a great feed from behind the net. So we'll cue up the replay and see that again. That was just a nice feed in traffic. And a great job by Seether to keep the concentration here. And then you see sticks everywhere. She comes away with it and puts it on the left side of the net.
So Molly Seether, she's got both of the Red Raider goals today. And for her, number 17 and 18 on the season. And it's now 9-2. Ball popping high into the air, and that'll be Fitzgerald fighting for it. She's going to come up with that ground ball. So Fitzgerald and Murphy so good at that on the wings for Mercy this season, as they will work it around. To the near side, Con Hidalgo will be the player. That'll be Fitzgerald. Now, if you're Mercy, Joel, do you just kind of have a nice long possession here? Are you worried about it, or you want to get back right on the board here?
Yeah, I think you just want to be a little patient, work the ball around, and just keep doing what you've been doing. It's been working, and just keep playing your game. I don't think you really have to do a whole lot differently here.
Olivia Lucetti is one of the players out there. She's a sophomore, number 17, one of the 3 non-seniors to start today. She is one of the 2 players, along with Johnson, that's standing behind the cage right now. Now Johnson, the double team's going to come over to Johnson. She's going to dish it off to Con Hidalgo, and then Con Hidalgo, a little too high there for Lucetti, and a clearing attempt coming up here for Pal Mac.
Yeah, I think that's a good move by Pal Mac to kind of switch things up, force the action a little bit, and right there they got a turnover out of it.
So let's see how the ride is for Mercy. As Fitzgerald is over there defensively for Mercy. She's going to strip it away. Taking it away right away from Galena. In transition, Johnson with it. Johnson fires and scores. And it's now 10-2, third of the afternoon for Johnson.
A great play there by Fitzgerald to initiate that, create the turnover, scoop up that ground ball, and then able to find Kristen Johnson. And she knows what to do, how to finish the fast break here. There's a shot. It's just a laser just past the Pal Mac Red Raiders goalie.
Yeah, Claire Basil defensively was right on her. That's just the strength of Johnson getting that shot off. It'll be Sammy Carey taking the draw this time. And coming up with that ground ball, Ava LaRocco, number 10. Mercy right back at it here. As at 17, Lucetti. LaRocco. Now to the near side, Bella Quagliarello with it. It's number 3. As Coach Yondak working in some different players here. Hot afternoon. You got to make sure that everybody kind of stays rested here on both sides.
Yeah, it takes a little getting used to this humidity and higher temperatures.
Quagliarello sends it behind the cage. 14, Maricon Hidalgo to Lucetti. Defensively there, that's Grace Basil, number 7. Ground ball is Basil fighting for it. But that's going to be picked up, the ground ball by Lucetti, and the possession will continue for Mercy. 13, Sammy Carey. Sammy Carey, the nice feed in front. Finding Fitzgerald, who shoots and scores. Maddie Fitzgerald, her second of the afternoon. Maddie Fitzgerald, favorite meal is steak. Get that girl a steak.
Oh, absolutely.
It's now 11-2.
And I was just going to compliment the feed by Sammy Carey, the little sideways scoop inside to Fitzgerald. But look at the patience there. Has 3 defenders on her and just goes one way, comes back again, and it's a great finish there by Maddie Fitzgerald.
Footwork.
Yep.
That's some quality footwork there by Fitzgerald. 11-2 is our score.
And that makes sense. She is also a basketball player, I believe, from talking to her father.
And that face-off will be won once again by Mercy. Flinging it ahead, and here's Fitzgerald in transition. Guarded by Maya Hudak, number 10.
Comes more of that doubling pressure there by Pelmack. See if they can force some turnovers, and they do just that.
They do. The ground ball on the far side. Hudak coming up with that, number 10. And she'll go over to the sideline, pick up that ball, send it ahead, whistle. Nope, they're going to make her redo it here. Clearing attempt coming up for the Red Raiders as Hudak on the far sideline, sending it ahead. And going off of the stick of Jaworowski. So another good ride by Mercy results in them getting the possession back.
Done very well on those rides, creating a lot of pressure and forcing 2 or 3 turnovers to get the ball back.
Fitzgerald weaving her way through traffic as clear successful now for Mercy. We're down to 5:38 remaining. 11-2 is our score. Molly Krantz. You know, in these bios, Molly Krantz, not only is she a scuba diver, she says she loves sharks.
Love sharks.
I don't know. Is she trolling us, Joel? Or if I see a shark, I'm going away.
I'm not going to go try to pet it or anything. Yeah. That's interesting.
She's wearing number 23 on the near side, also wearing the face mask. She's going to be guarded by 13 Claire Basil. Here's the shot and a goal. This one by Olivia Lucetti, and that will be her 10th of the season for the sophomore. And now we get the running clock as it is now a 10-goal lead. 12-2 is our score.
You're just seeing the speed of Mercy, I think, really kind of take over this game. And, just so quick with the ball. They're quick without the ball. You see cuts all the time, how fast they are. They're getting behind defenders. And here, it's just too much speed. And able to finish it by Lucetti. And as you mentioned, the running clock now at 13 here on our score, but must be one too many.
It is 12. Yep, 12-2.
Okay, we'll adjust that, but either way, yeah, definitely running clock at this point. But going back to speed, this Mercy team is just so fast and so disciplined, and this is a really good Pelmack team too. And it is nothing that they're doing wrong. It's just a really dominant performance so far by Mercy.
Sammy Carey is going to take the draw here against Aaliyah Jaworowski as, well, the clock running. I'm not sure what the holdup is here.
I think they're
the officials
trying
are
to see how many
it.
players are on the field.
Yes, they're going to send off Maya Lusardi, number 6.
I don't know if there was too many players or maybe an equipment issue.
We got it straightened out. But you can see what a difference the running clock makes, because that goal by Lucetti happened with 4:45 remaining. Like a minute and a half has gone off essentially here. As in transition, that's going to be Caroline Murphy, number 11. Luchetti will send it over to the near side. That'll be 23 Molly Krantz. Kantz, I beg your pardon. Bounce shot will go wide, and Mercy keeping it in as Murphy getting that ground ball. The feed in front, and another goal. What a pass by Murphy, finding Sammy Carey, and it's now 13-2.
Yeah, another great feed. Just a lot of easy goals today for Mercy, but that's been a result of just good play and good passing. I mean, you'll see here Carolyn Murphy turn in the corner a little bit, going to her left, feeding Carey, who's right in front, and just fakes out the goalie enough, but just another easy one for them to put in.
So for Murphy, I have her at 2 goals, 2 assists. Carey, that is her 3rd goal of this afternoon. And this will bring us under 2 minutes remaining here in the first.
Yeah, I really like to equate Carolyn Murphy with a point guard. Throw out some basketball terms. She just, distributes, finishes, does a little bit of everything.
Ground balls.
Ground balls.
The ground balls, they kind of use the hockey terminology. You need those sandpaper players there, those ones that the grit there, and Murphy certainly provides that, making other players shine here. It's just a well-balanced attack from Mercy, no doubt about it. And here's Palmack. As Seether trailing on this play, that is going to be number 13, Claire Basil. As the Red Raiders will get a possession off, and they're not looking at the clock at this end of the field, so I figure, though, the first shot they'll get, they'll want to get it off.
I got a whistle here. Just under a minute to go. Yeah, if you're Palmack, you just want to build on this. You got an 11-goal difference right now, and you're certainly not looking ahead, but you just want to come out in the second half and start right there.
That's a way to start. Sophie Lyko with her 24th of the season. Make it 13-3.
And if you're Palmack, that's just what you want to keep doing. Try to get possession, keep possession, force some turnovers on the other end, and try to get some easy goals just like their opponents have had.
So Chloe Marshall's made some nice saves here today. Not much any goaltender can do on that one.
That might take us to the half. I think they might, if they can get the face-off done, they would keep playing, but I don't think that's going to be the case.
Yep, as the air horn goes, 13-3 is our score, and I'm sure for Coach Yondak, he has to be pleased on Senior Day, and for the seniors, too, stepping up here. Yet this is what you would want if you're a Mercy fan. Carey, you also have Con Hidalgo. It's been a nice balanced attack. We talked about Murphy and certainly Kristen Johnson, the 8 seniors here helping Mercy out to a 10-goal lead at the half.
Yeah, contributions from everybody, getting the seniors involved, letting them play a lot in the first half. It's just been all around a good performance so far by Mercy.
So here's what's going to happen. We don't go too far, right? We'll be back here in a matter of about 5 minutes, and then we'll have the second half, and then we're hoping to talk to some of the Mercy seniors following the game as well. So glad you're with us here today on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Again, our score at the half: Mercy leading Palmack 13-3. We step aside. Back in a few.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Are you settling for a boring live stream? Can't see the players' uniforms? No audio? Camera not following the action? Consider a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Our announcers help tell the story of your game.
McCarthy. He's got. He's in. Touchdown, Farmingdale.
We feature multiple camera angles, guaranteed to capture all the action.
Touchdown, Oceanside.
Plus added features like graphics, instant replay.
Yeah, the shooters are going to shoot here at Bethpage, and one of many threes on the day.
Interviews and more. It's your time to shine. And with Varsity Media, now you can. Contact us today and book a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403-2050.
If you're interested in staying involved with the sports you've enjoyed over the years, we may have an opportunity for you. Section 5 Athletics is currently looking for officials for several sports. Serving as a Section 5 official provides a great way to stay active, contribute to the sports you love, and earn money while making your own schedule. Visit section5.org/officials for more information and to express your interest. Looking for a great way to commemorate this season's sectionals? Section 5 Athletics is excited to work with Mugs & More to offer a variety of apparel options for each sport and each season. Items include graphics specifically developed to feature the sport and year, including items such as hoodies, hats, pants, and more. Apparel for each season is available for a limited time, so don't miss your chance. Visit section5.org/mugsandmore to see the many options and place your order today.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming.
Gargiulo over the middle. He's got a man. It's complete. And Ciolino. See you later. Touchdown, Massapequa.
Videography. And photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography, college recruiting videos, live streaming of games.
Top of the key, Smith. Why not? Wow. Bang. McKee, first down and more. Charlie McKee. Touchdown, Oceanside!
School events, graduations. Varsity Media is available to cover a game, a tournament, a season, or any special event.
Talk to us a little bit about what went through your mind, how you prepared for that to run such a fast speed.
Currently, spectators are limited at events. Let Varsity Media bring the event to your fans. Contact Varsity Media today for more information. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403-2050. You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
here today to Abby Wambach Field, where it's a great start for the home team on Senior Day. Mercy leading the visitors from Palmyra Macedon by 13-3 scores. We get ready for the second half. And we have a special guest here. Marty Kilbridge is the principal at Mercy. Marty, thanks for having us out here. How are you today?
I'm doing well, Gene. Thank you very much for having me on.
Yeah, this is Senior Day, and the challenges through the last year. I'm just glad that these student athletes got their chance this year after what we went through last year.
Oh my gosh, the ADs, all the coaches who have endured all the ups and downs, and then of course the girls who've endured. It's just really incredible. A lot of work behind all of this.
You have to be pretty proud of what just not only in the classroom but what you're seeing here on the field here today.
They're playing well. They're playing well, and I hope what I sense is that they're good sports. They're treating each other well and playing well and having a good time.
So you've been here at Mercy for 3 years. What is it? When you're talking to prospective students, what is it? Why Mercy?
It's the all-girls environment. It's an environment that's devoted to values, enduring values that will help these. Did we get a score?
Oh,
there?
We got a goal. Yeah. Don't go ahead there.
Well, the idea that these girls are going to be the leaders of tomorrow, we need to make sure that they have the values to carry forward and be great leaders. They certainly have the skills. They have the knowledge. We want to make sure that they get the values, too, and that's an important piece of a Mercy education.
Sammy Carey with her fourth this afternoon. How about that? She's going to Villanova. There's another Christian school on the coast.
There you go, yeah. She's well, we've got a lot of standouts here on this team. A lot of, I think we have 8 seniors going off to college next year.
Now, for the graduations, how's it all going to work here at Mercy? Every school's a little bit different here.
Yeah, we're going to be at Frontier Field. It's a great venue. Dan Mason has been very generous with us, and he's set up a graduation that's going to be really special. We're going to be able to get all of our guests in and all of our girls in. We generally are at the Eastman Theater, but this is going to be a good backup for us this year.
Yeah, no doubt. Outdoors, and you could spread out and feel comfortable and make sure you're supporting your graduate. As Palmyra Macedon here with a possession here. Mercy leading by 11. So finals begin when? Pretty soon, right?
Yeah, pretty soon. Actually, this Friday, the seniors finish up. We have our special annual May Day, one of the highlights of the year, and our seniors are going to be in person and celebrate Mass with the bishop, and it's just going to be a wonderful experience to end the year on that note with the seniors, and then finals 2 weeks after that.
As here will be a shot, and that will go in. So we have a goal here. Let's see who gets that for Palmyra Macedon. I believe that's going to be 21 Sophie Lyko, and for Lyko that will be her second of the afternoon, making her score 14-4. Got Chloe Marshall in goal. I love stories like that. She's a hockey goalie, and you know what? Let me give lacrosse a try. And she's going to go to Mercyhurst here, going from Mercy to Mercyhurst after her time. And another thing, too, I like about this team is that we're seeing some players, 6-year players, a couple 6 years, Caroline Murphy and Sammy Carey starting here. Can you imagine that in 7th grade and you're getting experience?
Anthony's built a great program where you have these girls when they're ready, stepping up and learning the ropes and getting a sense of what the field is like and the competition at that level. Yeah, it's a good experience for those girls, and they can really blossom. Some blossom later, some blossom early.
Kristen Johnson, certainly one of the leaders on this team. She's headed to Flagler after this year, and on the draw control, it's going to go back to Palmyra Macedon. Trailing by 10, as that is their leading scorer entering today, Kylie Wage. We're talking to Marty Kilbridge, who is the principal here at Mercy.
Yeah, we have a couple of girls who are graduating, going on down south, down to Florida, like KJ there, but a number of others.
Megan Lana, and there will be a goal, and that will stop the clock here as now where the goal deficit is under 10. 14-5 is our score.
Good for Palmac there.
That was a nice touch, too, today, making sure that their seniors were introduced on your senior day as well.
Well, we're competitors always, but we're also these girls they're part of our future. They need to appreciate one another and know that we're all in this together in one way or another. It's been a very difficult year, and I think we're all really appreciative just to be able to be out here and compete.
No doubt about it. Sophie Lyko with her third. She's headed to SUNY Geneseo following the season.
Well, she'll have to stop by my house. I live on 2nd Street.
Well, you have quite a commute then, coming in every day.
Well, it's a beautiful commute. It's a beautiful school to be at.
Has now the feed coming to the right side, and this will be number 12, Elea Jaworowski.
Oh, that was a nice quick stick.
Absolutely. And the first today for Kylie Wage, her 31st on the season. That makes it now a 14-6 score. So we'll take another look. Wage getting that in. Tell me about the job that Anthony Yondock has done, because not only is the AD, not only is he the head coach, but I feel for you and every administrator trying to figure this stuff out on the fly here when it comes to COVID protocols.
Well, it's great to have people like Anthony to support us as a team. He's our coronavirus coordination officer. So he's the one who has to monitor all the guidance that comes out, the rules to ensure that we are following our policy, and it's not easy. And communicating with parents that their daughters have not, that they have to be quarantined, all of that, sharing bad news. I mean, just it's a thankless job, but I thank him every day because he's doing a wonderful job of that.
Oh, gosh, especially when we first started up again and so many schools had to stop and everything else. I mean, I guess it's all kind of taught us how to be resilient in a way here, to expect the unexpected.
Well, in my drive-in from Geneseo, there's a beautiful sign that someone has created, giant letters that say persistence on 390, and I see that every morning when I'm coming in, and it keeps me going because if it weren't we weren't persistent, we would not have made it through this. But we are coming out on the other side. Our girls are in 4 days a week in person, which is a real treat. The joy that we witness in the halls is unlike we've experienced before. It's absolutely delightful.
So we get a whistle here. Well, this has been fun here, having us out here today, Marty. I appreciate making the weather really nice and warm here for us today.
I do what I can.
As we have Mercy leading this one 14-6. Murphy has 3 goals today, but it's been Sammy Carey with 4 goals. And another clearing attempt coming up, and senior Chloe Marshall will send it ahead. What would you like to say about the senior class, not just with these athletes, but just in general here?
Last year's senior class and this senior class have endured a lot. They've lost a lot, but they've had moments of joy. And with this year kind of ending the way it is, it's particularly joyful. They've really inspired. They've led. Inspired the younger classmen to persist and not get discouraged, to be strong. They're going to be able to weather any challenge that comes to them in the future.
The one that all these student athletes very impressive. One that we talked about earlier, Mary Con Hidalgo. She's going to BC for pre-med. So yes, hey, I love lacrosse and everything, but I'm going to have my plate full coming up in the fall.
That's right. Well, these these girls, they're athletic, but they are Renaissance women. They're interested in the sciences. They're interested in the arts. We just had an arts fest this last week, and it was just an absolute stunning display of their talent, both in the fine arts and the performing arts. You heard Lily Ansley Purpura singing the national anthem at the beginning of the game. I mean, these girls are multi-talented.
We get another, talking about multi-talented, Kristen Johnson, your all-time leading scorer, getting another one here today. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Johnson today. So 5 of the 15 goals today for Mercy, Kristen Johnson.
Wow. Pretty incredible. I was just walking by the stats for the most in a game, and I think it's 7 for the records for Mercy, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. So we got something to kind of shoot for here. So there's a track meet out tonight. I know at Hilton. So like if you want to go see, well, that's one you can't go to, unfortunately. So we're all going to be watching on the stream here tonight. So.
Well, I think I might head over to the softball game, which is behind us, and take a look at that. But thank you very much, Gene, for having me on.
Absolutely. See, I was going to keep you the whole time, Marty. I'm thinking of Marty Kilbridge, and that's the first time I've shaken somebody's hand. That felt good here.
Oh.
So.
Well, and we have sanitizer somewhere,
absolutely.
I'm sure.
Marty Kilbridge is the principal here at Mercy. We really appreciate your time. Thank you so much today, Marty.
Thank you, Gene. Thank you, Joel.
As Mercy here leading 15-6, and we want to thank Marty for stopping by. We want to thank all the Mercy parents for helping to make this possible today. As here will be the shot, and a nice, calm goal by Lydia Malvazzo for the 8th grader. That's her first. There you go. You're on the board, Lydia. And then who knows? We could be back here, Joel, in 6 years, and we could talk about Lydia Mavalzo. We were there for her first goal.
Yeah, that's always exciting, scoring your first varsity goal.
And they know it. They know that your teammates know that's her first.
Oh,
you
yeah.
See the celebration.
The big huddle. That's great.
Yeah.
Good job, Lydia.
As they announce it, and that's going to put us back to the running clock here.
Nice interview you just did there. That was fun to listen to.
Yeah, I think for every AD, administrator, and everything that you have to go through, and it has been a kind of a test here for everybody, and we certainly appreciate all the work that they're putting in.
It's been a lot of new territory for a lot of different people involved with all of these schools, so you got to give them a lot of credit. And the thing is, with this year, and they've seemed to kind of rolled with it, is things change every week. So it's not like you put something in place and then it's good for a couple months. It's like week to week. You're working on policies and procedures.
Right, yeah. There's been some schools, hey, we're going back, or we're not clear to go back. And, Joel, you and I, we started back on Varsity Media Sports Network here in the fall doing some boys and girls soccer. We're excited about it, and then, well, issues come up. The game is off tonight.
Yeah.
And for us, for parents, it's nothing more than annoying. Think about these kids. That's the one. And so to have the opportunity, and we're going to get another goal here for Mercy, as that's going to be Krista Harnischfeger with the goal, her third of the season for the 8th grade. Same deal. Like 6 years from now, we'll remember Harnischfeger.
Remember that name.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a good point, too. But you got to say with these athletic departments, with the school districts, is we really didn't have a lot of postponements or cancellations, not as many as you would think. So they did a really good job, keeping these games going, keeping these kids safe. And the biggest challenges they've had have been, staffing, referees, transportation, and the daily battle that I'm sure that they must have with that to get the teams to the games and to staff them with officials and administrators from the school to run the game. It's been a serious undertaking, and I'm sure they, above everybody else or along with everybody else, ready to get back to a little bit of normalcy next year, hopefully in the fall.
This will, the 17 goals, by the way, representing the season high for Mercy. Previous high came in a win over Schrader back in week 2, or the second game, I should say. 16-15 in a thriller.
I'm going to make a bold prediction that they're going to break that here today.
As the Red Raiders will work it around here in an empty set, and Marshall remaining in goal. L.S. Shortino, one of the defenders we see out there, and we have a ground ball, a whistle, and this is going to result here, I believe, in a free shot here coming up for Palmac, and it will be their leading scorer, Kylie Wage. Wage fires and scores. So Kylie Wage cutting now the deficit to 10. It's now 17-7.
It's a good shot. We'll see the replay again, and just well placed, and nice finish there for Wage. There it is. Go low, right past Marshall, and goal number 7 for Palmac. I think this possibly could be our mask break here too, Gene.
Okay. Yep. You would think I'd be used to that by now. And, you realize, wait a second, yep, that's correct. We were halfway through on that goal. Here with 12:03 remaining on an absolutely beautiful day here today, right off of Blossom Road here in Rochester. Glad wherever you're watching here on the Varsity Media Sports Network, as it's been a busy spring for us lacrosse-wise, and we will certainly have more action for you coming up here as the season going along. Last night we were at Canandaigua bringing the Braves win as we take a look at the upcoming schedule as coming up on Memorial Day Monday. The Victor Blue Devils will be taking on Canandaigua. We have Victor Pittsford coming up on Wednesday the 2nd, and some baseball as well. Baseball. Who's calling the game for baseball? That's going to be different.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't even think we know at this point. It was just one of those. We wanted to get something different in there and put together a baseball broadcast. It's one of those sports, too, that it's hard just to do a one-camera live stream. It's really hard to capture everything on a baseball game with just one camera. So we'll have multiple cameras for that game. The Canandaigua Victor game, I think a lot of people are circling that one right now. 2 undefeated teams in Class B, 2 rivals and 2 really good teams, and got to come away impressed watching Canandaigua last night.
Yeah, we had our first look at the Braves last night, and gosh, it was a 3-3 game after one, and then you blink, and all of a sudden it's 13-3, and Fairport hasn't touched the ball there as we're nearing the end of the third quarter. So certainly Canandaigua and Victor is going to be a fantastic game. And by the way, we're open to more games here, so always, if your school needs something done, Varsity Media, you can reach us out, varsitymedia.net. Help spread the word. If you think we're doing a good job, we'd love to do more of this sort of thing.
Yeah, these are a lot of fun. I think if you're out here watching this game or you've seen any of our broadcasts and you're interested, whether you're a parent, whether you're a coach, whether you're an athletic director, reach out to us, and we'd love to come to any school and put one of these productions on. And they're a lot of fun. Hopefully the teams enjoy them and the schools enjoy them as much as we do putting them on.
Olivia Luchetti is going to take the draw here, and that is going to go against Kylie Wage. Wage with that last goal for Palmyra Macedon. For Wage, she's got 32 on the season to lead the Red Raiders. And it'll be Palmac in the red. Throwing it to the right side, and talking with Anthony Ondok, their number one goalie is Olivia Morey. And Morey, certainly a hard worker, he calls her, 37% save percentage, which was good in girls lacrosse. But how this went today with this on senior day, give the senior Chloe Marshall the credit here today.
Yeah, played really well. Morey's had her chance. She'll get her chance again. As we see a save there come off to the side.
Yep.
And I'm sure she's happy to step aside for a game and let the senior get out here and play a full game, and looks like going to come away with a win, too.
And the clear will be good. That's the 8th grader, Lydia Malvazo, pushing it on ahead. So the future on display here for Mercy. The 8th grader sending it ahead to the senior, Mary Con Hidalgo. So the Monarchs will work it around here in an empty set. Con Hidalgo. Feeding it over to 17, Olivia Lucetti. Mary Con Hidalgo in the introductions wanted to thank her dad for yelling so loud from the stands.
I heard that. That's great.
Which I think every team in every sport has a parent that you can recognize their voice. So
yep.
I'm sure Mr. Hidalgo got a chuckle out of that.
I'm sure he loves it too. Proud of his daughter as well, he should be.
We're going to have a free shot here coming up here for the home team.
Can't quite see the number who's got the ball right now.
I think it's 20. Let's see here. And that shot will just go wide by Kiera Lusarde. Lusarde, fun fact about her in her bio, 14 musicals she's been in.
Wow.
I'm like, wow, if you count back the years, you're doing more than one a year, I would suppose, at some point.
Whew.
So Mercy maintaining the possession here and up by 10 and no rush here. Cassidy Herendine remaining the keeper, and she's also somebody that's in the music and theater.
Well-rounded individuals here. It's certainly one thing you find out from reading some of these bios. Student athletes, very involved in extracurriculars, really setting themselves up for a good future after high school.
Lucetti behind the cage. Lucetti throwing it down low, the shot, and that goes in. That'll be 14 Mary Con Hidalgo with her 6th of the season. And that makes her score 18-7.
Just good ball movement there. They just kept working it around. And another fairly easy finish there. As you see, she draws the defender, kicks it back, and another low shot. They've been going low a lot today with success. And pushes this one to 18-7.
Tatum Smythe, 25, over there, trying to help her keeper out a little bit. And it gets in down low. Not much you can do there.
No, yeah, the goalie's just kind of in no man's land at that point. It's guess the right way, and hopefully you come up with a save, but it's a tough spot.
As this will bring us under 8 minutes to go this afternoon. And again, stick around if you're a supporter of Mercy. We're going to have a few players of the game coming, a few seniors. I hope nobody's too bashful to come on here, Joel. So
I believe the captains have been tasked with speaking, and the rest are going to be supporting them from over here. So hopefully they've been practicing.
As the feed on the far side is Lucetti, will send it behind the cage. So another draw is won by Mercy. And for Coach E.J. Burrs and Pell Mac, again, this is it's not anything to hang your head about here today. This is a primer for the Class D championship that will be coming up. And for Pell Mac, a school that's won in 2019, 2018, 2017, no reason to think that they can't do it again here in 2021.
Yeah, I don't think this game really does anything confidence-wise for Pell Mac. I mean, they ran into a really good Mercy team playing really well. And like we've been talking about, they're going to be right there at the end in Class D this year. And they're just going to move on, and we'll see what happens in sectionals. It's great too to mention that the spring sports get a full season and a full sectionals, because they're the one season that didn't have anything last year. When COVID hit, it was the end of, I believe it was state tournament time for winter sports. So lacrosse season, baseball season, track, all the spring sports, they didn't get anything. So it's nice to see them get the full season this year.
Bella Codralo has it, was stripped, and a ground ball. That'll be picked up. That's 25 Megan Gleason coming up with it, and that'll keep the possession rolling here for the Monarchs. Has the ball on the left side, Lily Ainsley Papura. Quagrello sending it behind the cage. Now Mercy's just slow playing this here at this point.
Yeah, pretty content, I would say, with an 18-7 lead. Just looking to run some time and come away with this impressive victory. They got to be feeling pretty good about themselves, the way they're playing.
Okay, Mercy next game coming up against RH on Monday.
That'll be a tough one. Yeah, no doubt. RH with the big win just a few days ago over Pittsford. I believe Pittsford's first loss of the season. So some really good teams throughout Monroe County. And some of these classes are really up for grabs, really.
Yeah, and your guess is as good as mine. How far can Mercy go? Well, they have the talent to go very far, but there's going to be some really good talent. It's got a ground ball behind the cage, and that's going to be the keeper coming up with it, Cassidy Herendine. And she'll push it ahead, ground ball on the far side, and the whistle. And they will keep this in Palmac possession.
It's always tough to judge, too, if you're Mercy. You play you're an independent, so you don't play these teams that you're going to – a lot of these teams, anyway, that you would see in sectionals. So a lot of these teams go into sectionals already played their opponents a couple times, so you never know.
Mercy with the 18-7 lead. As on the far side, coming up with it are the Monarchs, and they'll have a clearing attempt coming up. That's number 3, Bella Quagrello. Quagrello has 2 defenders on her. It's Haley LaRocca, number 17. Sticking with her stride for stride, and now Mercy will set things up with less than 4 minutes remaining here this afternoon. One of our camera guys, Gary, today, I was concerned about thunderstorms. He said, nope. He's kind of our weather observer. He's like, nope, not going to happen till, if anything, later in the afternoon. Well, he was right, and hopefully I'm not jinxing it at this point.
He was spot on. I believe he said right around 4 o'clock, so we were good. He made me feel a little bit better, too, because I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit worried about the weather. And he was pretty confident about that. Good call, Gary. And Chris Van Kampen, our main camera operator up top on the lift, thank you for doing another wonderful job.
He's got an umbrella over him.
He does.
Not for the rain, but let's not make sure anybody gets a sunburn here this afternoon.
Yeah, he's a smart man.
Now the question is, will Coach Yondek instruct his players here? Let's just work it around here and not be running up the score here, and that's kind of the feel you get.
Yeah, you'd be surprised if they took a whole lot of shots here at this point. Just under 3 to go.
As that feed intercepted. Interception by Grace Seether for Palmac. She'll lead the charge coming out, and a whistle. So Quagrello will be coming off here.
They're giving her a chance to get off the field. I don't know if that was a stoppage for a whistle or injury stoppage, but she's favoring that right leg a little bit.
So Quagrello coming off. Kira Lusarde, the junior attacker, coming back out. Seether firing it up midfield, and here come the Red Raiders in transition. Seether dishing it off, shot, and a goal. That's coast to coast for the Raiders as Seether finding her teammate, and that makes it an 18-8 score.
Yeah, that was a quick break. Well done there by Palmac. Let's get another look. Just well done. They had the numbers. They worked the ball around, got the open shot. As you see here, she draws the defender. Actually, Wage was contested there, too, so good job by Wage for possession of that ball.
So for Wage, that's her third of the afternoon, and that brings her to a team-leading 33rd. She'll be headed to Grand Valley State, or at least that's where she thinks she'll be going to. She is still a junior here. She'll have one more year for the Red Raiders. And we'll have one more possession here, as this is going to bring us to 1 minute remaining here this afternoon, an 18-8 game.
Before we wind down, I want to thank once again the entire staff here at Mercy for everything they've done, setting us up and getting us going, and Tim Fitzgerald for leading the charge and working with us to help these broadcasts get done, and also to Admar again for supplying the lift so we can bring you this coverage. So thanks all around. It's just been a pleasure working with everybody here.
Yeah, we're not going to sign off right away. I'm sure Coach Yondak is going to want to talk to his team, so we'll keep it here, and then we will have some interviews coming up right at the backdrop. I feel like we're kind of like on a well, we have the backdrop here. It's like we have our own little portable studio.
Yeah,
here
this is nice.
Good setup here.
Set up for the post game.
And closing seconds, and for Mercy, that's win number 8. Congratulations to the Mercy Monarchs. Wins are always hard to come by. You celebrate every one of them. And today on Senior Day, Mercy winning by an 18-8 score to make it 4 wins in a row for Coach Yondak's team, as Mercy today getting 5 goals from Kristen Johnson.
And everybody flocking to the senior goalie, Chloe Marshall, on a great win today. Lots of contributions from all the seniors. There's really nothing else you can say, but just a really well all-around game from Mercy to pick up win number 8 on the season. And, they're rolling 3 in a row now, and they got a big test coming up on Monday for sure with Rush Henrietta.
As Coach Yondak will talk to his Mercy team, and if you're just kind of logging on, it was Mercy from the get-go, jumping out to a 4-0 lead. Johnson, and then Carey, and then Murphy, and then Carey again. Seether, Johnson. So, put it another way, senior.
Yep.
Senior. Fitzgerald, senior. You get the idea today. Just an outstanding effort all around here for the Mercy Monarchs.
Well, I think, Gene, while the players have a chance to get the post game and come on over here for the post game interview, we can step aside.
Okay, so we will take a short break. And so if you are interested, if you're a Mercy fan, or maybe you're a Pal Mac fan, and you just support Section 5 athletics, certainly stick around here. Our post game show will be coming up. We'll talk to some of our star athletes of the game. Mercy winning this one over Pal Mac 18-8, our final here on the Varsity.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. Are you settling for a boring live stream? Can't see the players' uniforms? No audio? Camera not following the action? Consider a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Our announcers help tell the story of your game.
That was McCarthy. He's got. He's in. Touchdown, Farmingdale.
We feature multiple camera angles, guaranteed to capture all the action.
Touchdown, Oceanside.
Plus added features like graphics, instant replay.
Yeah, the shooters are going to shoot here at Bethpage, and one of many threes on the day.
Interviews and more. It's your time to shine. And with Varsity Media, now you can. Contact us today and book a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403-2050.
If you're interested in staying involved with the sports you've enjoyed over the years, we may have an opportunity for you. Section 5 Athletics is currently looking for officials for several sports. Serving as a Section 5 official provides a great way to stay active, contribute to the sports you love, and earn money while making your own schedule. Visit section5.org/officials for more information and to express your interest. Looking for a great way to commemorate this season's sectionals? Section 5 Athletics is excited to work with Mugs & More to offer a variety of apparel options for each sport and each season. Items include graphics specifically developed to feature the sport and year, including items such as hoodies, hats, pants, and more. Apparel for each season is available for a limited time, so don't miss your chance. Visit section5.org/mugsandmore to see the many options and place your order today.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming.
Gargiulo over the middle. He's got a man. It's complete. And Ciolino. See you later. Touchdown, Massapequa.
Videography. And photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography, college recruiting videos, live streaming of games.
Top of the key, Smith. Why not? Wow. Bang! McKee, first down and more! Charlie McKee! Touchdown, Oceanside!
School events, graduations. Varsity Media is available to cover a game, a tournament, a season, or any special event.
Talk to us a little bit about what went through your mind, how you prepared for that to run such a fast speed.
Currently, spectators are limited at events. Let Varsity Media bring the event to your fans. Contact Varsity Media today for more information. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403-2050. You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
And welcome back here, the post-game show as Mercy with a win on Senior Day, 18-8. Wow, if you like the number 8, we have the 8 seniors here today from Mercy. Ladies, congratulations. Here's the way it's going to work. We have 2 headphones. If we can start maybe, let's start with Megan. Megan, if you can pick up and just hold that up here. And since you're going to be in PR, okay, you should be comfortable in front of a mic, right? So,
I guess so.
Yeah, you do the announcements here, so you should be good at that. What did it mean to you today, just with everything that you've gone through, your teammates have gone through the last 2 years, to be celebrating with your team on Senior Day and to win like this here?
It means a lot, especially to get so much support from the underclassmen and all of our other teammates and parents. It's definitely a great way to just end everything that we've gone through and be able to play together with the 8 of us, not getting a season last year. So it was a great way to wrap things up and really make it all worth it. And it's just great to see everyone's support and have everyone come out here and celebrate with us.
How quickly did 4 years go by?
So fast. It was so fast, you know, especially with COVID getting cut even shorter. It was definitely a blink, yeah. So we're happy to be here.
Well, congratulations on the win. I'm going to ask you to pass it over to Sammy here.
For sure.
Sammy, congratulations. Hold it up a little closer there. So, Sammy, today, another big day, and you're headed to Villanova following this year. Yes. What did it mean it just wasn't you. It was all the seniors, it's everybody, a team victory here today.
Yeah, it meant a lot. I mean, we try to get a lot of people on the field at different points. A lot of people get the ball, get it around, so we can get a lot of different goals and from different people. And, yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, and it was
It was a lot of team play.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to ask you to pass it over now to Caroline here.
Hello.
Caroline, you did a little bit of everything today. Some ground ball, some everything else. And you set up, I want to say you set up Fitzgerald on a goal too today.
Yes,
so, I mean, talk about how this team, it's just not only one person. You have a bunch of teammates.
Oh, absolutely. You definitely can't win a game with just one person. And I think that throughout word vomit. Throughout all the teams that I've been on, that's kind of been the motto that I've always gone with, is that you need teamwork to win games. And I think that by incorporating a lot of different girls of all different ages, going 8th grade to 12th grade, that's how you really get the team aspect in all of this, and that's where you really can bring everyone together.
Yeah, I think that's going to be fantastic how you were able to help everybody out and everything. And where do you think you guys fit in here? I mean, as far as the sectionals, everybody gets to go to sectionals. How do you feel about this team and the chances?
I feel great. I honestly feel great. We're working at such a great pace. Our growth has been growing exponentially, and I feel like we're all really coming together, and it's making perfect timing. I think that our chemistry is growing. I think that girls' skills are growing. Confidence is absolutely growing, especially with our 3 8th graders. They've shown immense improvement.
Yeah, you bring up that. Lydia had a goal today.
Lydia and Krista.
Yeah, so it's like...
And
so.
then we have Mia on the back. She's doing amazing things defensively.
Yeah, so you can come back here now 6 years from now.
Exactly.
There's there's senior day.
Yeah.
Can you pass it to KJ here?
Absolutely, thank you.
KJ, did I count correctly 5 for you today?
I think so.
Yeah, you think so. So in the back of your mind, are you thinking it's just another game? You're like, oh, wow. This is senior day. I don't have too many more. Did take a chance to kind of smell the roses here, take this all in?
Well, I mean, senior night or not, I think that all of us can say that we've never been more grateful just to be on a lacrosse field at all, having last season taken away. I don't think any of us take a game for granted, so every single game we're so thankful to be out here. So
yeah, you guys were pushed to the limit against HFL on Thursday. What did you take out of that game coming into today?
We've had a lot of close games, as our coach was saying earlier. We've had a lot of close games so far, but I think our team chemistry is coming together at the perfect time. We've always been a pretty young team, like all of us being on the team, them 7th, me 8th grade, and now that we're older, our offense has the same team chemistry that we've been building for years, and it's so great to see, and it feels so good.
Well, good luck here coming up here in the postseason. It's going to be a fun run. I'm going to ask you to pass it to Lily, who did a great job. Round of applause for the national anthem for Lily today. So is that – do you get nerves doing that? I would be nervous.
Well, I think I was just more out of breath with everything going up there to start, but not really. I kind of like it. I'm not that nervous.
Yeah. How? And I'm going to ask you the loaded question I haven't asked. What has been the Mercy experience been like for you?
Amazing. I think I'm so grateful to be here at Mercy and to have this team to come and practice with every day. And I think it's something that Mercy really brings is the community feel, and everyone's supporting one another and everything that they're doing. And we all root each other on, so it's something special we have here that I think not very many other schools do. So.
You've got a loaded month coming up between finals and sectionals, and then a Frontier Field. Are you even allowing to think what that is going to be like to finally get your diploma?
I think it's going to be really cool. No, it hasn't really hit me. I still have so much. I think we all have so much to do before. We have like 3 days left, and there's a lot going on then. But it's going to be cool, like us being the first class to graduate somewhere different at Frontier Field. So it's exciting.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you to pass it to Mary here.
Thank you.
Mary, I got to say, you made me laugh today. I think you made a lot of people laugh because we, as a parent, I'm always the one that has to be like, okay, I don't want to yell loud, but your parents certainly have been like, saying that your dad is the loudest supporter today. And we appreciate everybody filling out the bios because it certainly helps us and helps our viewers get to know you are going for pre-med. Yes. I mean, that's so this. At least from kind of the competitive, standpoint for lacrosse, it's going to be wrapping up here for you shortly. But talk about going to Boston College coming up here.
I am so excited to move to a bigger city. I know Boston College isn't in the city, but I'm so excited to be able to experience something other than Rochester and see What's in store for me?
Yeah, you get one shot to go out and see the world here.
Yes.
So absolutely. So and you had a nice goal here today.
Thank you.
How was it though? Because in each and every way, you guys all contributed. All 8 of you here today on Senior Day.
Yeah, it was awesome to be able to play with all the seniors and know that everyone made a difference. And we hope to continue this momentum moving forward.
Yeah. Now Megan's turn up.
Yes,
So, now, Megan, hopefully now, these are easy questions, right, Megan? I'm going to ask you to turn the mic. There we go, as we're kind of improving. Florida State, tell me about the decision here.
Yes.
You're going to be heading down there. What are you going to be going for?
I'm majoring in kinesiology, but I'm also doing pre-med, pre-health. Not sure where I'll go from there, but I'm actually studying abroad in Spain my first year, so I'll be in Florida next year.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
fantastic. So, and then, all right, fingers crossed here. What's the protocol? Are you going to be?
It's looking good. They have students there right now. They're allowed to travel within Spain, and I hear France is opening up. So, keeping my fingers crossed that everything will work out.
What do these other ladies mean to you?
Oh my gosh. They are my family. I love them so much. I couldn't have asked for a better team and a better 7 other seniors to be graduating from this team with. And yeah, they're so supportive, and everyone just got each other's backs.
Well, Megan, you did a great job today, and congratulations, and good luck over in Spain. And a nice round of applause here for Chloe as she got going today. And hockey goalie, that's near and dear to my heart personally. How did you pick up lacrosse? Was it just kind of like, I'm going to do this for fun, or how did you get involved in this?
So I was a softball and baseball player for a number of years, but with Rochester kind of being hot, I kind of got sick and tired of wearing pants and a longer jersey, and all my friends that were hockey players play lacrosse. So I was like, you know what, it's similar enough, so I decided to pick it up.
Yeah, and you're going to be playing. You're going to come back when you play RIT in Mercyhurst. That's going to be kind of fun. Being a hockey goalie, how different, how similar is it, the two sports, would you say?
For me personally, I struggled with the amount of equipment. For hockey goalie, you take up much more of the net. For lacrosse, you have much less equipment, so the spacing I have to figure out, but the angles line up very similar. So
I don't understand how you could face all these shots coming in so quick. I mean, you got to have, you do a great job though, and to get the start today and stay in the whole day. What does that mean to you that Coach Yondak gave you this opportunity today?
It means a lot to me. I think my confidence definitely built a lot as the game progressed.
Well, I appreciate you. I'm going to ask you to kind of give it all the way back across the other end, because if you're going into PR, Megan, I'm going to ask you to wrap it up here for everybody. Okay, so what on behalf of your team, what would you like to say to your senior parents and your coaching staff and everybody else that is supporting Mercy?
Yeah, a huge thank you to all of the parents and coaches and our teammates. Like I said earlier, it's amazing to get so much support from all our other teammates and have them lining up out there to congratulate us, and to just have our coaches by our side and parents putting this whole day together means a lot, and it's a great way to wrap up the season and our last couple days here at Mercy, so we appreciate it a lot.
So Monday coming up, we invite people, if you can, to come out against Rush Henrietta. How about a nice round of applause, everybody, for the Mercy seniors today on Senior Day, as this will wrap up our broadcast here today from Abby Wambach Field, where today Mercy on Senior Day defeating Pell Mac by a final score of 18-8. Thank you, ladies, once again.
Thank you.
You have been watching the Varsity Media Sports Network.